the channel. I'm excited because I got my oven working. It was an error on my part, but I figured it out. So today I'm gonna make one of my favorite things this time of year. I got this little pumpkin, I'm gonna use it. I think oftentimes when people are working with pumpkins, they throw away the best part of the pumpkin, which to me is the seeds. I've read that they have zinc in them, which I believe is also really good this time of year for the immune system. So I like to make roasted pumpkin seeds in the oven. I'm gonna do that and then use the oven for something else. I'm gonna make a little pumpkin pie. Not with this because we'll do something with that too. So thanks for hanging out with me and enjoying this autumn day. And yeah, let's get started. First, I'm gonna light the oven. So this is where I turn on my propane. This just activates it so that it's available. And I put that on before like I boil water or anything like that. So that's the first step to getting the oven going. All right, I'm gonna open it up and then, oh, there's some things in there. I'll gotta take those out. All right, got this going. And then to light the pilot, so now the pilot light is lit. I don't know if you can see it down there. And then I should be able to, there we go. Just kind of turn it on. I think at first I was just afraid to use it, but yeah, the flames are going. It's all ready to go. So I'm going to preheat it to, I don't know, 400. Okay, I did hear from you guys in comments about this oven that it's hard to gauge. Like it's like what the temperature says on the dial doesn't always match the internal temperature. So I think I should probably get a thermometer to put on the inside, and that way I can check the temperature of the oven from that. But for what we're doing today, I think it'll be just fine. And yeah, it's been working pretty well. I haven't had too many problems with the temperature, but I would like to be able to like actually know the temperature inside the oven. So, but yeah, I'm excited. All right, let's get going with this. Let me chug my coffee real quick. Also, if you guys are wondering what this noise is in the background, I'll show you. Ruby has this bone that she's been gnawing on. So yeah, this usually means she's about to take a nap. Are you gonna take a nap soon, Rubes? It's her way of winding down. Okay, so basically, it's like carving. You just want to get, I think most people know how to kind of get into a pumpkin. It's a little tricky, but this dagger is a good thing for it. Okay, this is the fun part, the guts. There we go. That is what I'm trying to get to right there, those seeds. That's the good stuff in my book. Okay, so then these, I just want to kind of cut them off and then scoop them out. I mean, you guys, none of this is probably very new, but it's something I like to do that I wanted to share with you all. So it gets kind of stuck by these strings, so you just have to keep scooping until you get all of it. I think a serrated spoon would be pretty helpful. I do think they have I see pumpkin carving tools this time of year. That could be handy, something that helps scoop the stuff out. But my spoon's working just fine. So this is what this stuff looks like, but I only really want the seeds, not this other stuff. So this is where you got to get your hands in there, pull all the stringy stuff out, so you're leaving just the seeds. I will say a little bit of the pumpkin. I don't wash them because I like the pumpkin on the outside, gives them a good crunch. But it's just these like big chunks of pumpkin stringy stuff I want to pull out. Can hear the rain a little bit. It's kind of nice. Ruby, what do you think? Do you want to try some of the pumpkin seeds? I think you can have some of the pumpkin. I don't know about the seeds. Maybe. All right, so here's kind of what I'm going for. And now they're ready to add a little bit of olive oil. I still need to label these. One of them, this is it. Well, this might be the syrup. Yeah, that's maple syrup. That would make a sticky mess. They might be good, but I'm looking for the olive oil. I think this is it. I need to label these. I got a Sharpie, so I'm going to put little initials on the top, but I haven't done that yet. And so just like, I don't know, like a tablespoon of olive oil. A light coating. Next is some salt and pepper. Put pepper on everything. I've realized. Just a little bit of pepper. And this is a little bit of garlic. I'll do a sprinkle of garlic. And one of these is salt. There we go. A pinch of salt. Start with just a little sprinkle of garlic. I don't want too much. I like the pumpkin flavor that comes through. A pinch of salt. I do a large pinch. And then I'm on the fence about the pepper. It's just my go-to, so I'll just do a little bit, tiny bit. You can see I didn't put too much pepper in. So I'm gonna mix all this up so that they're evenly coated. Oh, you can see there are a couple chunks. There's nothing wrong with that though. They might burn a bit, but they get more like crispy. But they just kind of like, well, you'll see how it turns out. Hopefully these turn out. I'm gonna pop these in the skillet. And since they have the oil on them, I don't need oil on the cast iron pan. There's already a good coating of oil. But I do want to spread them out pretty evenly in the pan. I have my helper over here too. She is so interested. You wondering what I'm doing, Ruby? You could probably try one. I don't know, I put garlic on them. I'll give you a treat though. I will. I'll make sure that you mad I put garlic on them? I'll figure out a treat for you though. I will. Yeah, I'll get you a treat. Okay, so now I'm gonna even these out. That way they just cook more evenly. I'm gonna kind of get them as evenly as possible. Cover all the pan, but not have them like double up if possible. Just spread them out. Spread them out. All right, that looks pretty even. Now I'm gonna pop them in the oven. And I can't remember what I normally put it on. If it's like a hot oven or a cold, you know, like a cooler temperature. I don't remember. I think it's kind of like right around 375. I do have this on 400, but I don't know. I'm still learning this oven, so we're gonna just give this a try. Feels nice and hot. And in they go. We'll revisit that in about 10-20 minutes. Okay, now when I've made these before they start popping, like that's how you can kind of know that they're ready. Well, like, you can smell, it starts to smell like a little like nutty or toasty. And then also they pop up. The pumpkin seeds, I don't know, they do this thing and they become crunchy and kind of pop up a little bit. And that makes a noise. So I'm going to keep an ear out for that. But I am going to carve, you know, a little heart in here, I think, or something. We'll see. I don't know. I don't have like a A1 carving tool, but we'll see what I can do. Something simple. I think a heart. I like that. Do you think I should carve a heart in the pumpkin, Ruby? Or maybe Ruby? What do you think I should carve in the pumpkin, Ruby? She just wants the pumpkin seeds. You're here for the snacks, Ruby. I already know. You don't care about the pumpkin carving. You care about the snacks. Yeah, don't worry. I'll give you a treat. Be careful, because then I don't want to poke through and poke my hand that I'm holding the pumpkin with, but I think I'm getting there. A little maneuvering. See? It's coming along, coming along. Okay. Okay, not bad. It needs a little tidying up, but you know, not quite a round shape heart, but it'll work. All right, I cleaned it up a little bit. Oh, there's still a piece in there. There's a few pieces hanging down, but I tidied it up a little bit. I think it looks all right. I'm gonna pull these pieces out. There. I have a can of pumpkin. It's actually for Ruby, but I don't think she'll mind. We'll bust into it. I'll put a little bit on her food, and I'm gonna use the rest for a pumpkin pie. My pie pan is pretty small, so I think it won't take all of the pumpkin, and then that way she can have some, I can have some. It's a win-win. I don't think I need too much. It's a small pie tin. So, and this is the problem with trying to come up with like recipes. I just wing it. I never actually like measure anything. So that's the hard part. But I do have lots of videos, and you know, it's a work in progress. I haven't given up on the cookbook. Just had this other stuff that I was dealing with. So I'm using half a stick of butter because this pie thing is so small. Half thing of butter, and it looks like maybe 1.25 cups of gluten-free flour. This is 1-to-1 baking flour. And honestly, I have no idea how this is going to turn out. I know that you don't want your butter to be melted, like for a flakier crust. You know, it's good to have it be cold. So this butter is actually pretty cold. I'm going to chop it up a little bit and then use a fork. I'm beginning to smell the pumpkin seeds. Might be time to check on those soon. So you can kind of do this with the fork and cut up the butter. Trying to leave it a little bit flaky. I get impatient with pie crust. I've never been too great at pie crust, but if anybody has any tricks, I usually get pre-made pie crusts. But I don't have one on hand, and I wanted to make a little pumpkin pie. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing this. Work the dough a little bit. I smell these pumpkin seeds. It's time to take them out, or at least check on them, like right now. Oh yeah, they're okay. They're getting there. It doesn't hurt to flip them. So yeah, they're smelling good. Yeah, see, they're getting toasty. Time to flip them. Actually, they may be close to done, because they'll keep cooking a little bit in the cast iron. I don't want to overdo them. You can kind of hear. I'm going to put them in for just like 2 more minutes. All right, back to the pie crust. I'm just going to put like the tiniest bit of water in here, maybe like 2 tablespoons, like that. I don't know if you can see. And I'm also going to do a sprinkle of salt. Just a little pinch, because I think it tastes better with a little salt. Ooh, I just heard one of the seeds pop. That's a good sign. I think it might be time to take them out. It's probably been more like 3 minutes. Oh, another one popped right as I opened it. That's what they do. Yep, I think these are good. Kind of a golden brown. I'm gonna leave the oven on. And I'm actually not gonna touch them. I was about to stir them, but I'm just gonna let them sit. So I'm going for a certain consistency that, like, I know I'll be able to roll out. Not quite there yet. It's really easiest just to get in there with your hands. The only problem is with this is that I'm melting the butter, so it's not going to be as flaky. Like I said, I think I just get impatient with pie crust. There's probably a mixer or a mixer setting, but I just do everything by hand, so yeah. I'm just going to get in there with my hands. I get impatient. Yeah. This looks like it'll probably be a good consistency, but I'm probably melting all the butter as I do this. I will stick it in the fridge to cool for a little bit. Alright, so I have kind of a ball. I'm going to put this in the fridge and let it cool for a little bit. This should work. There it is. Alright, while the pie crust is chilling, I'm going to get going on the filling. So it's pretty simple. I'm going to use this pumpkin puree, couple eggs, sugar, butter, and I don't have any pumpkin pie spice, but I have cinnamon. I have a couple whole cloves that maybe I can, like, I don't know. I'm gonna work with what I've got. I think usually it's got like nutmeg and other stuff. I don't have that, but I think it'll still be good with the cinnamon, some cloves. I have coconut sugar, so that'll add kind of like a nice flavor, I think. Yeah, but I've made sweet potato pudding a bunch, and that's really tasty. And that usually I'll just put sweet potatoes, butter, sugar, eggs, and it's phenomenal. If you bake a sweet potato in the oven, mix it with butter, sugar, and eggs, maybe a little vanilla, which I don't have, but so I'm gonna do kind of similar to that, but using the pumpkin. And I'll get that all ready to go, roll out the pie crust, stick it in the oven. So I was gonna use this bowl for the pie filling, but I realized I want to melt the butter, so I'm just gonna melt the butter in here and then mix up the pie filling in here. Less dishes, nice and easy. Put it on low. About half a stick. Maybe a little high. I don't want to burn it. I turned it down and that might be a little on the cool side. I just have to be patient. There's that patience again. Alright, I think this is pretty good. I can use it as a mixing bowl. So I'm going to mix into this some pumpkin, eggs, sugar, and a bit of spices. I did say I would save some for Ruby, so I'll save a little bit for her. She loves pumpkin. That's good for her. There's a little bit in there that she can have. So I used probably, I don't know, 80% of the can, just for people that are wanting to keep track of the measurements. I am going to add, I think, 2 eggs, because it's a smaller pie. I'd probably usually add 3 or 4, but I'm just going to do 2. And I have this coconut sugar I'm going to use, so I don't use this very often. It'll be good to use some of it up. That's good. And it's similar. It has a little bit of like a brown sugar flavor. So I think that'll be good in there. Oh yeah, the consistency's looking good. I have a bit of cinnamon. Put a little cinnamon in here. It's probably like 2 teaspoons, if I had to guess. And then here are the cloves. I don't know if I should add these or not. because they're whole cloves. I'm hoping there's like some clove dusting that comes out. Nope. Nope, these are like pure whole cloves. It's a nice flavor, but I don't want to deal with those. I could try like mashing them. Let's see if I can somehow like mash it. No, if I had a coffee grinder, I could do that. I'm just gonna leave those. I'm not messing with those. Ooh, the cloves do smell good though. So yeah, if I was doing this and had, you know, going to a grocery store to get the ingredients, I'm just using what I had on hand. But I would get pumpkin spice, like seasoning, whatever's in there. So there we go. That's the filling. Now let's check on this. It's probably cooled as much as it needs to. We can roll that out. All right. Put a little flour out here before I roll this out. I'll put a little bit on the rolling pin. Fun fact, this is my mom's rolling pin. And here we go. Okay, I think we're getting there. The hard part's going to be moving this onto the thing without it crumbling apart. It looks a little, maybe a little dry. We'll see what we can do though. Here's this. I might have to like do it in pieces and pat it down. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm kind of making a mess. It's okay though. I think it's workable. Okay, and then my mom used to do this like pinch. It was kind of fun. Some parts don't have enough dough, but I have some extra I could put on the edge here. Kind of do a little pinch. I'm sure a lot of you know some pie crust secrets. Feel free to put them in the comments, because yeah, I'm just learning. Particularly if it's like gluten-free pie tricks. But I think this came out okay. I mean, shoot, I don't know. I haven't eaten it yet. We have yet to see how it turns out. Sometimes I'll do like a pre-cook in the oven. I don't think this needs it. I'm gonna add the pie filling. A little tricky angle here, but I'm trying to get the right light. Alrighty, there it is. So you guys, I'm winging it as usual. You saw what I put in there and stuff. I have no idea. I mean, my guess is it'll turn out okay. I'm gonna pop that in the oven. The oven is nice and warm. There we go. Alright, so while that's in the oven, I'm going to do a little cleanup. You can see it's a bit of a mess. Nothing too major. I've been trying to clean up as I go along, but yeah, it'd be good to wash this stuff up. It was really fun to use the rolling pin in this though, but yeah, that's the first time I've used the rolling pin on this portion of the countertop, and it's pretty satisfying. Alright, I got everything all cleaned up, and now it's just a waiting game for the pie in the oven. It's probably going to take, I don't know, 40 minutes total. It's probably been about 10 or 15. I don't have a light, and I'm not going to open it up because I don't want to mess with the temperature, but It is beginning to smell pretty tasty. Like I can smell it. It smells sweet. I can smell it. It smells like pumpkin pie. I know it's cooking. And I'll be back when I think it's time to check on it. All right, I've been hanging out back here with Ruby. And I'm beginning to smell the crust actually. So I want to check to make sure it's not burning. I think it's been about 30 minutes. I've just been working on editing a little bit, but yeah, let's go check this pie out and see if it's time to come out of the oven. Ooh, it looks like it could be good. I'm gonna pull it out. That looks pretty good. You can see where it's splitting up a little bit. My guess is it needs just a little bit longer. I'm gonna do the test. Stick something in it. Looks pretty good to me. It certainly didn't burn the crust, which is good. A little brown around there. It might be done. It actually might be like, looks a little underdone, but I'm gonna put it in for just a couple more minutes, I think. I'm checking it out again. I think this time it'll be ready. It just needed kind of like some finalizing, I believe. Oh yeah, I think this is good. I do believe. And turn the oven off. That's been fun. Wait, where is it? It's this one. Boom. And then I'm gonna turn this off up here. I'm gonna let this set for a minute. Ooh, you can see it's like bubbling. I'm not sure how the crust is gonna be, but we're about to find out. So this is how these are. These are just kind of like a toasty snack. I just eat the whole thing. I chew them up. Yeah. I mean, they might not be for everybody, but I sure like them. And they have a really nice flavor. Okay. So it's kind of sunk in a little bit. I think that is a sign it's cooled down. I'm going to cut into it because I'm excited about this. It smells good. It smells really good. I think Ruby thinks this is all for her. No, Rubes. You could try some, though. I don't think there's anything in here that you can't have. I might be overly eager again, impatient. It's coming out clean, which means it's cooked, but I also haven't given it a chance to cool it all. Oh yeah, look. That looks good. All right, this is a tiny little piece of pie. It's steaming. It's cooked all the way through though. I think the crust is okay. It actually came out like pretty thin, but look how small it is. It's cute. Tastes like pumpkin pie. I'm so excited about my oven. This is really good. Yum. Hot. That's delicious. It's actually better, I think, with my fingers, because I can just bite into it. It's still pretty hot though. It's like steaming still. Really good. Oh yeah, and then there's these. These are good. These are a fun, just kind of a snack. Now these have a crunch to them. And they're chewy. Not everybody likes the shells on the pumpkin seeds, but for some reason, toasting them in the oven with the pumpkin on them, a little olive oil, they get crispy enough that You know, they're not like chewy. These are good. Ruby's waiting for hers. I think I'll give her a little piece too. It's just hot, Rubes. I mixed hers in with the pumpkin from the can. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed making the pumpkin pie, and I don't know, just seeing the kind of the pumpkin stuff. Oh yeah, there's that too. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed seeing the pumpkin stuff that I was making. So I will give a quick health update. I did mention a little more on the live. There was a live recently, but in case you missed that, I had some stuff going on with my thyroid, but it seems like it's just something to monitor, no big deal. And it's inspired me to make some healthier choices, to lean into rest, and also really kind of simplify the way I'm eating. Yeah, so I think it's actually a good thing. I'm glad that, you know, the results turned out the way they did, and it's a huge, I was pretty stressed out, for a little bit, anxious about them, so I just needed to kind of like go in. But I anticipate having more videos now, more frequent videos now that I've had that kind of sorted out, and that's why I've been kind of plugged into the Northwest, although I do love this area. It's beginning to rain. And I wouldn't mind going somewhere a little dry. I just don't know which direction that's going to be. Anyway, I hope everybody is safe and well. If you're new here for the first time, I invite you to subscribe. This is the van that I live in with my dog Ruby, who you've met. And this is just an example of the type of videos I do. Cooking, I don't know, usually I do a little more traveling. I'll probably be getting back to that soon. And yeah, I welcome you to subscribe. We have a wonderful community here. Some very kind people. Could you guys hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed hanging out with me? Alrighty. Take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys soon. Okay, bye.